Hi everyone, it's Ali here. Lovely to connect with you. It's our 4th week of lockdown and 3rd week of the online journaling group. I really hope you've been enjoying it so far, and please don't feel pressurized to complete any of the activities. If you're finding them inspiring just to read them or to see other people's work, that's absolutely fine. And if you are creating, just do the ones that speak to you, and that you feel that you've got the energy to do during this time, and see what emerges. Sometimes they can be very spontaneous. Other ones might seem like more work. And actually, the reason I'm here today is because I'm wanting to share an activity with you that at first glance seemed like a lot of work. And it's one that Tanaz shared with me, and I thought, oh my goodness, I really don't know whether I have the headspace to do this. And yet I did decide to persevere, and I realized actually it was fine, and I really enjoyed it. And this week is our week on mandalas, and today we're going to be drawing a labyrinth. I'm going to be drawing a labyrinth and hopefully inspiring you to do one, and reassuring you that it's not as difficult as it first appears. So take a piece of paper and get a pen, a pencil, or some soft pastels. I've really been enjoying using soft pastels. I just happen to have some. A lot of my paints are actually locked up in a room that I can't get to right now because the building is shut during lockdown. So I'm just using what I have at home, and I happen to have these. But some people don't like soft pastels. I love the way that they just crumble in your fingers and make a mess. Other people won't like that. Just use what you want to use. But I'm going to be using these. And I'm going to point the screen down so you can see my paper down here. And the first thing that you need to make is a cross in the middle of your piece of paper. Like that. And then make 4 dots, imagining that it forms a square. So dot there where I'm imagining the square would go. Like that. And once you've done that, you need 3 L shapes. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. So that is what you need to start with. And the great thing about soft pastels I found is that there's no pressure for me to be exact. And maybe with a pen, I kind of find that, I think, oh, the proportions aren't, quite exact, but actually I don't mind that. So for me, yeah, that's what soft pastels are great for in my mind. Giving almost taking the pressure off the need to be exact. So what you need to do is look at the central line of the cross, and put your soft pastel or pen or pencil on that line and connect it to the next line across, like this. And then go to the next line across and connect it to the dot, which is 1 along. And then what's next? There's a dot there, so I need to work with the dot and take it all the way around until I reach this line here. So I'll do that now. And you need to go back. What's next? It's this line here. So I'll take this line, I'll work with this line and go all the way around and connect it to this line. And then again, I have to go back. What's next? That's next, this one here. So I take my soft pastel and take it all the way around and connect it to this line. What's next? I go all the way up. That one's next. So I'm just tilting the paper so you can see it a little bit better. Take it all the way around. I'm connecting it to the dot. Then I go back and I see there's a dot there. So I connect to the dot and I take it all the way around. All the way around here. So I get to the other side and I see that I need to connect it to here. There we are. I go back, and the next one to do is this line. Connect with this line, take it all the way around. And I see that actually this one connects to the central line. And I finished. That's my last one. And this will become my entrance here. And what I've really enjoyed doing, making mandalas in the past, is putting something in the center to mark out the center of the labyrinth. You might wish to imagine there's treasure there, or maybe it's a minotaur. You can go on a real journey with this in your imagination. I'm going to imagine there's some kind of treasure there, so I'm marking it out with some gold. And then, once you've done that, you can take another colour and go on that journey. So I'm going to start here and go all the way in. And what I love about labyrinths is that you just can't go wrong. Once you've marked it out in the way that I've suggested, you just carry on following the path and trusting that it will lead you to the center. I find it very mindful. You can just purely focus on the journey you are going on in this moment and breathing as you do. Breathing really deeply and well. Taking your time. Oh, I'm so close now, but not quite there. I have to go all the way around. I'm sensing I'm nearly there. And I'm going around the last bend and I've arrived. Ah, wonderful. Oh, that felt really good. And I'm going to carry on working with this. I'm going to kind of do some smudging. You might want to leave it there. You might want to carry on working with it. I'm just going to, off camera, I'm just going to carry on smudging and doing stuff to continue working with the theme of the labyrinth. But that is essentially how the labyrinth works. And there may be some people in this group who've done this before. If you have, please tell us. And maybe you have another labyrinth design. If you do, then again, please show us how your labyrinth works. It'd be lovely to kind of share the learning here. And this is just a starting point. It doesn't have to be static on a piece of paper. You might wish to walk it out. And as we said yesterday, you know, mandalas can be kind of walked and experienced. And so there might be a way, if you've got some chalks and some paving slabs outside, for you to draw it outside and walk through it. And if you don't have any paving slabs outside, you might wish to draw it inside somehow. And if not, simply just take your pen for a walk or your finger for a walk. I'm going to do that as I'm smudging it through on my next journey. I might do it a few times, but just enjoy it and see what comes up for you, and see where your mind takes you, what journey you're going on, and thinking about that trust of knowing that you just put one foot in front of the other, or in this case, just sliding my finger along the route and knowing that I'm not going to go wrong. It's going to lead me to my treasure. There we are. I'm going to carry on working on that and having fun today with that. You may have also realised that I have sent out an invitation to our very first Zoom call this Friday. Tanaz and I are really excited about this because rather than just doing a Zoom chat, we thought we'd actually do a live creative experience. There's no experience necessary, no skills necessary at all. It's not about being good or bad at art at all. It's about self-expression and the process you go through, and also the opportunity to just be mindful at this time. So if you're free on Friday, we've timed it at 8 p.m, just thinking that maybe your little ones might be in bed by that point, or if you have someone else in the house, then they can help with bedtime. But we're going to do it for 1.5 hours, and it's a chance to just connect face to face and in real time. I might put some music on and just give you the opportunity and that space to be creative. We'll have a few themes. You don't have to stick to them. You can do your own thing. And at the end, if you want to, you can share what you've created, but only if you want to. But it's a really lovely opportunity to just find some time to be creative as a community. So hopefully see you on Friday. But if you do manage to make a labyrinth today, then please do share with the group. It'd be lovely to see all the different designs. Anyway, I'm going to head off now. Lovely to connect with you, and hopefully speak to you soon. Take care.